Hi everyone. Today let's discuss aircraft servicing on ATR 72. There are various aircraft servicing actions we will be performing.
Those are
Connecting AC car for ground cooling, connecting electrical connection, uplifting fuel, uplifting hydraulic oil, uplifting engine oil, opening service door for deloading baggages and uploading gladiators and toilet servicing. And in this slide, as you can see, the air conditioning control panel. The air conditioning control panel is located near the right side landing gear fairing. After connecting the AC card hose, you must make sure the recirculation fan switch is turned off in cockpit to avoid air back pressure at level of underflow ducts. There are two recirculation fan switch. Make sure both the switches are turned off. Then we can increase the RPM in the AC car for required cooling. And here you can see two panels where we will be connecting electrical power to the aircraft via nose landing gear. And this is the place where refueling of the aircraft will take place. As you can see, the four latch of the panel will be open to access the coupling cap, closed, fuel refueling and defueling valve. The ground cable is connected to the aircraft RHI from the fuel bowser. Opening the refueling panel door energizes the electrical supply of refueling and defueling system and the quality indication system from the ground handling bus bar. The coupling cap has to be open and refueling hose has to be connected. Like this, air hose will run from the refueling bowser to the aircraft. If the valve fails, there is a manual override action that can be performed. How it can be performed? Your person will reach to the top of the beam on RH side. There, the manual override will take place by pulling a metal ring located under the electrical connection. In the event of an electrical control failure, after pulling the metal ring, this allows the valve to stay open until the refueling or defueling process is complete. Two restrictors located at the valve outlet allows fuel flow in the circuit to be balanced for simultaneously filling of tanks. Fuel through the lines is admitted into the tanks at lower tank points. Diffusers are located at the end of two filling lines to limit formation of foams and vapors. As you can see clearly, the coupling cap and the fueling connection, where the fueling hose will be connected to the aircraft. And there is another method of refueling, that is gravity refueling. In this, the snap-on cap, which will be screwed to the aircraft surface, has to be removed by unscrewing the cap and turning the cap to a quarter turn. Then, the fueling hose will be connected, after which the fueling can be started. And through the fueling panel, the fueling cap quantity can be monitored. There will be 4 to 5 screws which has to be removed for opening the gravity refueling panel on top of each beam. This is where hydraulic ground connection, as you can see, will be present. During the failure of or fluctuation of refueling panel indicator, manual refueling procedures will be performed. In this case, a dipstick which will be located near the RH landing gear, bottom of each wing, LH landing gear near, as well as the outer side of each wing, total of 4 manual dipsticks. Whichever the valve is faulty, that side manual dipstick can be opened and the fuel quantity will be shown on centimeters, which can be converted to liters by using a chart. After refueling, the dipsticks will be stored again into the aircraft surface under the wing. As you can see, the hydraulic reservoir near the RH landing gear fairing. In this hydraulic reservoir, we will have access to hydraulic slide glass, which indicates the quantity of hydraulic fluid present. If it is full, the oil quantity is 9.60 liters. If it is full, the oil quantity is 9.35 liters. If it is refill condition, the oil quantity is 8.50 liters. If the oil quantity is shown 8.50 liters, it should be replenished. As you can see, the reservoir filling cap, the cap must be open, and here Skydrow, which is a fixed oil recommended by the manufacturer, should be poured onto this reservoir filler cap until a top full is reached on the slide glass. As you can see, the water servicing panel near the aft passenger door. After we open the water servicing panel, as it looks like this, water can be replenished or drained from the aircraft. While replenishing, the water pressure from the service strip should not exceed 1 psi. 14 psi, that is 1 bar. The quality of the water servicing tank is 15 liters. And in this slide, you can see toilet servicing panel, which is under the empennage area. That is the tail section of the aircraft. When we open this toilet servicing, you can see there is a place for draining toilet waste and flushing and fill connection and leakage drain outlet. Through this toilet waste valve, toilet flushing will be done, and through this flush and fill connection, water will be uplifted for flushing with deodorant chemical water solution. In this slide, you can see the location of interphone jacks, that is, one near the no DC power connection area, that is, electrical power connection area, one near the hydraulic reservoir area, and one near the forbidden compartment, that is, where the FRB and CBR will be placed. There you can find total of 3 interphone jack receptacles. As you can see the locations on 3 locations: hydraulic accumulator, nitrogen charging and interphone jack, forbidden compartment jack, and DC electrical ground connection point jack. And safety pins, the placement and location of safety pins to avoid retracting the wheels while on ground. Where will the safety pins be located? It will be on aft of the first officer's seat in cockpit. A total number of 3 pins, each for each landing gear, like RH main landing gear, LH main landing gear, nose landing gear.
And as you can see here, these are the items
that can be used for jacking up the aircraft. The nose wheel are for jack support. The emergency wheel are for jack support. In following slide, you can see how this jacks will be used for removing the wheels. In this slide, as you can see, the R4 nose jack adapter is fitted into the nose landing gear to extend the landing gear and to facilitate the removal of nose landing gear wheels, as well as the main landing gear jack is used to jack up the main landing gear to facilitate the removal of main landing gear wheels. In this slide, as you can see, the free fall assister. This assister is used when the hydraulic system fails and the aircraft should make an emergency landing. On that time, the landing gear will be operated with this free fall assister, which locks the landing gear on open position with unavailability of hydraulic power. The servicing of free fall assister and inspection of free fall assister is mandatory. The free fall assister assists the main landing gear extension in emergency. Your power pressure will be indicated by a red mark, as you can see the circled part. The red mark should not be visible after replenishing the free fall assister. If it is visible on continuous flights, the free fall assister should be removed and sent for servicing. As you can see, there are deals, and a certain pressure must be maintained or in each wheel. That is, in ATR 72, the nose landing gear must have 64 psi pressure on wheels, and main landing gear wheels must have 119 psi on each wheels. There will be also placarding on the landing gear tubes. To check the pressure on each wheels, the inflating cap can be opened and the regulator can be connected. To check the pressure on each wheels, and here you can see the brake reservoir. It will be present near the radome area. To access this, in which radome outer cover should be removed and the radome assembly should also be removed. The radome weighs up to 27 kgs, yet 2% requirement is there to remove the radome. As you can see, the max level mark in brake reservoir and the minimum level mark in the base in the brake reservoir. The brake reservoir should be replenished with max level mark up to max level mark. Topple up tendency, that is, if the weight is more on back of the aircraft might bump into the ground while landing or takeoff condition or while on ground. This red indicator and the carter will indicate whether the tail bump has happened or not. On every checks, we should make sure the tail bumper is without scratches or any tear marks is not present. As you can see in this slide, beer indicator notches, which helps in finding out whether the tail bump has happened. If there is an incident in tail bumping, the aircraft should not be released for flight until further examinations or inspections or maintenance actions carried out. This is tail probe, which will be connected while the aircraft is on ground to make sure that tail bumping will not happen. The location of this tail probe will be in forbidden compartment. That is the location where CVR and FDR will be present. That is the unpressurized aft tail door section near area. This is the panel which we will open to get access to the tail probe. As you can see in this slide, this is a slide glass for engine oil replenishment. Oil tank level check access. During transit checks, the oil tank level will not be checked until there is a leakage or an evidence of leakage. This is where oil level will be checked on each engine. As you can see in this slide, the air data training system, this is where the training of air data system, that is from pitot and static, the water will be drained by removing the bleeders and plungers. The location of these is under the nose beam bay. And as you can see, the jack adapters location. One near the bay section, two near the nose wheel area, or two on each wheel, main wheel area. Forward fuselage jack adapter, wing jack adapter. The screw part will be screwed onto the aircraft and valve part will fit onto the jack. These are the water drain marks on each wing area to drain water in fuel or to completely drain the aircraft of fuel. This draining stick will be used to drain the aircraft fuel tank of water sediments. And on fuselage bottom part, there is also presence of water drain valves to remove water that stagnated under the fuselage area, maybe due to a spillage water, a leakage, or rainwater. There are 15 locations under the fuselage. As you can see, this is the difference between the ATR 72 and the ATR 42 fuel refueling panel. There is just a slight difference of missing of surge valve. And thank you for today.